Ezekiel chapter 30. The word of the Lord came to me again, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus says the Lord God, Well, woe unto the day, for the day is great, even the day of the Lord is near. It will be a day of clouds, the time of the Gentiles. The sword shall come upon Egypt, and great anguish shall be in Ethiopia. When the slain fall in Egypt, and they take away her wealth, and her foundations are broken down. Ethiopia, Libya, Lydia, and all the people, and all the mingled people, Chub, and the men of the lands who are allied, shall fall with them by the sword. Thus says the Lord, Those who uphold Egypt shall fall, and the pride of her power shall come down. From Migdol to Syene, those within her shall fall by the sword, says the Lord God. They shall be desolate in the midst of the desolate countries, and her cities shall be in the midst of the cities that are laid waste. Then they will know that I am the Lord, when I have set a fire in Egypt, and all her helpers are destroyed. On that day messengers shall go from me in ships, to make the careless Ethiopians afraid. The great anguish shall come upon them, and great anguish shall come upon them, as on the day of Egypt. For indeed it is coming. Thus says the Lord God, I will also make a multitude of Egypt cease by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon. He and his people with him, the most terrible of nations, shall be brought to destroy the land. They shall draw their swords against Egypt, and fill the land with the slain. I will make the rivers dry, and sell the land into the hand of the wicked. I will make the land waste, and all that is in it, by the hand of aliens. I, the Lord, have spoken. Thus says the Lord God, I will also destroy the idols and cause the images to cease from Noph. There shall no longer be princes from the land of Egypt. I will put fear in the land of Egypt, and I will make Pathros desolate, set fire to Zoan, and execute judgment in No. I will pour my fury on Sin, the strength of Egypt. I will cut off the multitude of No, and set a fire in Egypt. Sin shall have great pain, No shall be split open. And the Noph shall be in distress daily. The young men of Avon and Pi Beseth shall fall by the sword, and these cities shall go into captivity. At Tehaphnehes the day shall also be darkened, when I break the yokes of Egypt there, and her arrogant strength shall cease in her. For as for her, the clouds shall cover her, and her daughters shall go into captivity. Thus I will execute judgment on Egypt, and they shall know that I am the Lord. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the first month, on the 17th day of the month, that the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, I have broken the arm of Pharaoh the king of Egypt, and see, it has not been bandaged for healing, nor a splint put on it to bind it, to make it strong enough to hold a sword. Therefore, thus says the Lord God, Surely I am against Pharaoh king of Egypt, and will break his arm, both the strong one and the one that was broken. And I will make the sword fall down out of his hand. I will make the sword fall out of his hand. I will scatter the Egyptians among the nations, and disperse them throughout all the countries. I will strengthen the arms of the king of Babylon, and put my sword in his hand. I will break Pharaoh's arms, and he will groan before him with the groanings of a mortally wounded man. Thus I will strengthen the arms of the king of Babylon, but the arms of the Pharaoh shall fall down. They shall know that I am the Lord, when I put my sword in the hand of the king of Babylon, and he stretches it out against the land of Egypt. I will scatter the Egyptians among the nations, and disperse them through the countries. Then they shall know that I am the Lord. Ezekiel chapter 31. Now it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, on the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, say to Pharaoh king of Egypt, and to his multitude, Whom are you like in your greatness. Indeed, Assyria was a cedar in Lebanon, with fine branches that shaded the forest, and of high stature, and its top was among the thick boughs. The waters made it grow; underground waters gave it height, with their rivers running around the place where it was planted, and sent out rivulets to all the trees in the field. Therefore its height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and its boughs were multiplied, and the branches became long because of the abundance of water, as it sent them out. All the birds of the heavens made their nest in its boughs. Under its branches all the beasts of the field brought forth their young. And in its shadows all great nations made their home. Thus it was beautiful in greatness and in the length of its branches, because its roots reached to abundant water. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide it. The fir trees were not like its boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like its branches. No tree in the garden of God was like it in beauty. I made it beautiful with a multitude of branches, so that all the trees of Eden envied it. There were in the garden that were in the gardens of God. Therefore, thus says the Lord God, because you have increased in height, and it is set its tops among the thick boughs, and its heart was lifted up in its height. Therefore, I will deliver it into the hand of the mighty one of the nations, and he shall surely deal with it. I have driven it out for its wickedness, and aliens, the most terrible of nations, have cut it down and left it. Its branches have fallen out. Its branches have fallen on the mountains and in the valleys. Its boughs lie broken by all the rivers of the land, and all the peoples of the earth have gone from under its shadow and left it. On its ruin will remain all the birds of the heavens, and all the beasts of the field will come to its branches, so that no trees by the water may ever again exalt themselves for their height, nor set their tops among the thick boughs, that no tree which drinks water may ever be high enough to reach unto them. For they have all been delivered to death, to the depths of the earth, among the children of men who go down to the pit. Thus says the Lord God, in the day when it went down to hell, I caused mourning. I covered the deep because of it. I restrained its rivers, and great waters were held back. I caused Lebanon to moan for it, and all the trees of the field wilted because of it. I made the nations shake at the sound of its fall, when I cast it down to hell, together with those who descend into the pit. And all the trees of Eden, the choice and best of Lebanon, all that drink water, were comforted in the depths of the earth. They also went down to hell with it, and those slain by the word, and those who were its strong arm, dwelt in its shadows among the nations. To which of the trees of Eden will you then be likened in glory and greatness? Yet you shall be brought down with the trees of Eden to the depths of the earth. You shall lie in the midst of the uncircumcised, with those slain by the sword. This is Pharaoh and all his multitude, says the Lord God.